I want to build up. And mind you one thing, whatever you have learned in class 9 and 10, we are just going to make it broad. And you will find that everywhere when I teach, it will be something like, using your 9th class and 10th class portions, hitting upon them. And mind you, they are the basics, and they are the wonderful basics which have been created in the CBSE curriculum. Put in the CBSE curriculum. Now, let us take up. Before that, so, wow, good chemistry lab there. I see some green color solutions, orange color solutions, etc. Can anyone tell me that green color solution, what can I think about it? What salt solution is it? Is it a true solution, or is it a colloid, or is there a suspension? ज्यादा क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया मैंने, है ना? इतनी जल्दी पहली क्लास में इतना ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस पूछना गलत बात है. ट्रू सॉल्यूशन है, ट्रांसपेरेंट लग रहा है या ट्रांसपेरेंट नहीं लग रहा? Is it looking transparent or is it not looking transparent? Over to this part of it. Let me see here. ये ग्रीन कलर है या नहीं है? ग्रीन है. और ये भी एक कलर सोल्यूशन है. ठीक है. ये ग्रीन कलर सॉल्ट सॉल्यूशंस किस किस सॉल्ट्स के होते हैं? कभी देखा? लैब में गए हैं आप? लैब गए हैं? Ayush, you said you have done some chemistry, some question, these things, double displacement reactions, etc.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me now here. How many of, please, one thing, students, let me tell you. I am a teacher who will talk to the students. It will not be a monologue. It will be a complete discussion. You want discussion or you want monologue? Tell me anything, I'll do that. Tell me. Pardon?
The discussion.
Discussions are needed or not? Abdul
Yes, sir.
Salam.
Yes, sir.
Discussion चाहिए या नहीं चाहिए?
Sir, yes.
हिंदी में बात कर सकते हो आप, कोई बात नहीं. Both Hindi, English, everything. Rihan, Prithviraj, Rakshit, you want discussions or only a monologue? Just me telling this is an atom. In the atom there is an electron, there is a proton, there is a nucleus. You want like that or something like, how did they come out with all these structures? Just with experiments. It's lovely, it is. Anyway, let us have discussions. Are you ready for discussions with me? All of you, please raise your hands. Those who are ready for discussions with me. Raise your hands. See, on the top there, not only there, you can see, yeah, that's right, Abdul Salam. In this way, you can put on your hand raise buttons. Okay, Zoom is a very lovely platform. We can always use those things very well. Now my question, next part. I'm going to the next slide. And the next slide, I want you to tell me. Industry? Human?
Yes. Yes.
In both the things, chemistry is involved or not involved?
Yes.
It is involved. It is involved. Even in human beings also chemistry is involved.
Yes.
Yes.
You mean to say that you are a bundle of chemical reactions?
Yes, sir.
How many of you say that you are a bundle of chemical reactions? Agreed or not? All of us will
Yes, sir.
agree. Yes, we are a bundle of chemical
Yes, sir.
reactions. Now, exothermic reactions are taking place or endothermic reactions are taking place?
The exothermic.
So
Not
exothermic.
endothermic.
No, sir. We
Both
release
the
heat.
reactions are taking place, mind you. Just imagine a human system, both endothermic and exothermic reactions are taking place and the temperature is being maintained. Okay, if there is some abnormality, the temperature changes. Are you an isolated system or are you not an isolated system? मतलब क्या बताता हूं, आइसोलेट का मतलब क्या आपके बीच में with the surrounding where you are standing, is there energy exchange taking place or energy exchange not taking place? Are you absorbing energy from outside or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
or no?
Yes,
Neha,
sir.
everyone, we are absorbing. Are we giving out energy or not?
Yes.
Yes, we are giving out energy. Now tell me, is any mass going out of our body? Any mass going out of our body?
No.
No, sir.
No mass is going out of the body. Yes. When you breathe out, water vapors go out or water vapors don't go out?
Water vapors go out.
Yes, water vapor goes out. Are you inhaling water vapors? Abdul, I'm very happy, Abdul. You are answering very well. Yes, Rakshit, tell me, are you absorbing some moisture inside your body?
Yes, sir.
Good, very good. That means we are all open systems. And this is what we are going to study in our whole of class 11, all these things. Anyway, go to the next part. I don't want to do all these things, but I want to go directly to something else. Later on, I will talk about, the challenges in chemistry. Now tell me, have you studied atomic structure or not?
Yes, sir.
Periodic table? No. CBSE students did not study this year periodic table.
No.
10th class students did not study. 9th class students also did not study. Chemical reactions? Yes, we did it.
Yes, sir.
Did we do chemical bonding? Did we do the chapter on chemical bonding? Yes.
So it's
In
in
metals and non-metals.
Yes, sir.
Metals and non-metals chapter. If you see there,
Yes.
ionic compounds, transfer of electrons,
Yes, sir.
sharing of electrons, all these things we studied or not?
Bonding.
This is what is called chemical bonding. Carbon and its compounds, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Then metals and non-metals, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Mole
sir.
concept,
So it was deleted for us.
No, deleted in that.
class 9. Class 9.
Yeah.
This the class name was
Deleted.
deleted for us.
No, in class 9 you didn't do?
No, so for us it was deleted.
No. For you, at least this was told to you. I still remember because I'm very much in connection with all these things. So they did not tell you that 1 mole is equal to a collection of 6.022.
So Avogadro. Yes, so we just studied on our own because we weren't taught.
ये बताया था ना, इतना तो बताया
So
था.
they didn't teach us. We studied on our own.
अच्छा, okay, you read it on your own. Okay, fine, good. Now, mind you, this is the basics for this class 11. And in class 11, we are going to study these chapters only again. Atomic structure, yes, we are going to study in detail. It is almost 10 times the portion which you have done in class 10. Then periodic table, very, 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 very important to know about the chemical properties, etc. of different elements. Very easily we can study. Chemical reactions, yes. Then chemical bonding, we are going to study. Chemical reactions, how? Chemical reactions are going to be studied in the form of thermodynamics, chemical equilibrium, ionic equilibrium, rates of chemical reactions, how fast it takes place. Then carbon and its compounds called as organic chemistry. Metals and non-metals in the form of inorganic chemistry. That is S block and P block. Then mole concept called as stoichiometry. ये सब पढ़ने वाले, ठीक है? अब इसके लिए आज मैं आपसे थोड़े से पॉइंट्स पूछूंगा. अब बच्चे सब, can you all see something in this?
Yes.
What is that? Brown color?
Yes.
Yeah. 1 minute. I don't have immediately because what happened was my whole kit is, I forgot my whole kit in the lab today. I'm just pouring this part. Now, can you see? Can anyone tell me, is it a metal or non-metal?
Sir, metal.
What metal could it be?
Zinc.
No, zinc is gray color.
Copper.
Yes, copper. Who said copper?
Sir, Rakshit.
Rakshit, very good. This is copper. Okay. Now, tomorrow I'll get some more of these things. And then slowly proceed to class 11 part. Copper is there. Okay. Reactive metal or non-reactive metal? Reactive metal or non-reactive metal?
Sir, it's reactive metal.
No, unreactive metal, copper. Copper can
Okay.
displace hydrogen from dilute acids? No, it cannot. See, in this class, I'm trying to just grasp what you know, such that I can then start my classes in the manner which I want it, which will be suitable for you. Now, next. Matter is there. Starting the chapter now of first one. Matter. Can anyone define matter here?
So anything that occupies space and has mass.
Good. And has got mass. Now, what are the different states of matter which we have?
Solids, liquids, and
Liquid.
gases.
1 minute. You're all saying solids,
Liquids and
Liquids.
gases.
then gases. You are talking about only 3 states of matter. Anybody else? There are 5
Plasma
states
and
of matter.
Bose-Einstein
Yes,
condensate.
right. Very well done. That is what is called as plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Solids, we have seen. This was one example. Solids. Here, liquid. Gas, I can't show here. Okay, gas is there. Plasma. How many of you have seen plasma? Neha, have you seen plasma? Abdul, have you seen plasma?
Sir, it's that yellow thing in our blood, no?
Pardon?
Sir, in our blood there is like 2 parts, right?
No,
One is-
not that plasma. No, not that plasma. I'm talking about state of matter, states of matter. What is plasma?
No.
The fire.
Huh? Yeah.
The fire.
Yes. That is plasma state. Fire. Then anything else? Sun. Plasma. Sun is plasma. Something else. You know, aura. Aura. अब जब आप गाड़ी में जा रहे होते हैं, okay, one state to another state you are going, do you see dark? Everything is dark. And when you are approaching a city, some aura comes, bright light comes. That is what is called aura. That aura, we call it as plasma. Plasma state is that. Okay. Next. Bose-Einstein. Very difficult. Bose-Einstein condensate is nothing but accumulation of the atoms into a solid part. It is not solid. It can be achieved only at very low temperatures. Very low temperatures. Okay. Now, whatever is there now, this is nothing but a recall of what you have done on the board here. Okay. And if you see the class 11 syllabus, it goes from this part only. Class 11, what is it called, syllabus, is actually first a recap of class 10. From class 10, we go on to a higher level. Matter. How can we classify matter? Matter can be classified into 2 headings. What are the 2 headings? Those 2 headings are, number 1, pure substances and impure substances or mixtures. This is what is called as impure substances. These pure substances are further then classified into 2 parts, elements and compounds. Now, what do I mean by saying pure substances? How can I define? How can I know it's pure? आपने अभी ये देखा था, ये अभी देखा था आपने, ये देखा आपने. This part you saw it. right? You saw this or not? You saw it. See it properly. Does it contain different types of particles, or it is containing only one type of particle?
Only one.
It's only one type of particle.
Only one type of particle. That means pure substances are those substances which will contain only one type of particles. Okay. Now these pure substances can be further classified as elements and compounds. What is the difference? Elements. How can anyone define element for me? Yes, Rakshit. Sriram Srinivasan.
Sir,
Yeah.
is it like the formation of two atoms of the same type?
Formation of two atoms?
No, like two atoms bond together, and like two or more atoms to bond together, like O2.
Elements. What? No, 1 minute. Elements. They consist of same type of atom. Very important.
Yes, sir.
It consists of same type of atoms. See, what happens is we have studied all these things and we are still not able to clearly tell these things. That's why I'm saying. Ayush, you don't want these things? You would like to know these things first.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now they are basics, but I don't want any child to do a mistake later on at later stages. That's why they consist of same type of atom. For example, I take O2. O2 consists of how many types of atoms? O and O. N2. N and N. Sodium, if I take, only N. Magnesium, if I take up, only Mg. Carbon, if I take up, only C. Okay. Then another one. Element I'm saying here. Give me some more example. Sulfur, S8. Phosphorus, P4. Does it contain, all of them contain same type of atoms or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Immediately some of the students then start thinking, sir, what is this atom? What is this molecule? How can we properly distinguish between an atom and a molecule? Ayush, can you just distinguish between molecule and atom?
So atom is a single unit, single basic unit which forms matter. Molecules is when two or more atoms of the same type or different type combined together.
Now 1 minute. Again define.
So
Molecule
is the combination or bonding of two or more atoms of the same or different type.
Now, that is the point of difference I want to tell you. Molecule of an element will contain only atoms of same type. Molecule will contain atoms of same type if it is element. If it is element, from your definition I'm saying. Okay. Now, next, I take a P4. Does it contain only one type of atom or not? Here also, yes, one type of atom. I take up H2O. I take up carbon dioxide. I take up NH3. Now here, are they molecules or are they not molecules?
Some molecules.
They are all molecules. Are they made up of same type of atoms?
No, sir.
No. They are molecules which consist of two or more than two different types of atoms combined together in a fixed ratio. So how do you define compounds? Compounds are substances which consist of two or more than two different types of atoms combined together in a fixed proportion. That is how I will define a molecule. I'm sorry, a compound. How many of you got it? Clear? Clear? Done all?
Sir, can you repeat?
Compounds are made up of two or more than two different types of atoms. I'll write the definition over here now. Compounds are substances made of two or more than two types of atoms combined together in a fixed proportion by mass or atoms. This is the definition of compound. Any problem, Ayush? You switch off your camera. Only Neha is putting on the camera. Prithviraj, Shriram. This I want, students, please. I want the cameras to be on always. Otherwise, I have to observe you people.
Sir,
Rakshit.
so my camera is not working at the moment. Is it okay? I can
Okay, next
switch
time
it on?
onwards, please see to it that the camera is working. Ayush.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. So 5 minutes.
Please, pardon?
The network issues.
Sure. That's the issue.
Yes, sir.
Or you have any problem?
No, sir. No, sir.
Now, next. Today being the first class, I too want to find out how much you people are knowing. That is why I'm taking the basics, which is of your class 10 syllabus only. I have not yet moved on to class 12, 11 syllabus. Please wait patiently, all of you. Okay, next. Mixtures. What are mixtures? Mixtures are what? Combination of two or more than two substances mixed together or taken together in any proportion. Did you see there the definition which I'm saying? Mixtures are substances in which they contain mixtures are substances which contain substances taken or put together in any proportion by mass also. And these are going to be of different types, homogeneous and heterogeneous substances. Homogeneous and heterogeneous. Clear? Homogeneous substances, salt, water, mouthwash, alloys. Mixtures, heterogeneous, pizza, Italian salad, solid waste, dump, etc. Okay? Clear? Now, are you a homogeneous mixture, or are you a compound, or are you an element? A human being. Okay,
Sir, can you please repeat?
My question here is, are you a mixture, or are you a compound, or are you an element? Human beings are elements, compounds, or mixtures?
Mixture.
Mixtures. Homogeneous, heterogeneous, or what? Are you a homogeneous mixture,
No.
or actually a heterogeneous mixture?
Heterogeneous.
That's right. Heterogeneous mixture we are. Okay, students, your fundamentals, basics are quite good. I now go to the next part, which is very important for me. And that is, I want to ask you, how many of you are very thorough with elements, symbols, etc.? How many of you are very confident with elements, their symbols, etc.? Please raise your hand, students. I want to know. How many of you? Good. Good. What is a symbol? What is a symbol?
And
How to define
representation.
The shortest form to represent a chemical reaction other than giving
No,
its
no, no.
long
What is
name.
a symbol? What is a symbol?
A representation of an element.
Okay. What representation? What representation? A shorthand notation. You write down. See, nobody is going to ask you, but remember one thing. Symbols are nothing but a short form representation of an element or a compound. They are short form representations of an element or a compound. What is molecular formula? It is a symbolic representations of an element or a compound as it exists in nature. As it exists in nature. Symbol, it is a short form representation of an element in its atomic state. Whereas molecular formula, it is a symbolic representation of an element or a compound as it exists in nature. Now tell me, why am I asking these questions? What is the symbol of oxygen? Ayush.
Sir, O.
O. How does oxygen exist in nature, Ayush?
Sir, in diatomic form, O2.
So what is the actual representation of oxygen, O or O2?
O2.
Yes. What is the representation for nitrogen?
Sir, N2. In symbol, it's N and molecular
N2.
form, N2.
N2. See, don't say molecular formula. It is molecular representation only. Nitrogen always does not exist as N. It always exists as N2. The atomic representation is N. Okay, Ayush? Now, what is the representation for sulfur? S8. Phosphorus, P4. Sodium, Na. Magnesium, Mg, etc. All of you know it? Neha, you know all of them? Good. Going to the next one. A quick recall of what you're doing. What is the chemical formula? A chemical formula is a symbolic representation of a compound as it exists in nature.
Yes, sir.
What is the chemical reaction?
Sir, when two or more substances react together and form a new substance, then it is known as a chemical reaction.
No. What is a chemical reaction? Good. Chemical, when two or more than two substances react to form a new substance, then such a process which is occurring is what is called as a chemical reaction. What is a chemical equation?
A symbolic
The symbolic
representation
of a chemical reaction.
A symbolic representation of
a chemical reaction.
chemical reaction. Very good. Now, students, now that you know very well all these things, okay, what is the basics which we should know to do some questions or anything? I don't know whether you did electronic configurations in atomic structure or not. How many of you have done atomic structure, electronic configurations? Raise your hands. Abdul. All of you have done it. Okay. Let us take up a question answer session today now of elements and electronic configurations. For that, Bohr-Bury rule. What is the first rule for Bohr-Bury? Ayush.
So all electrons are part of discrete orbitals in which they will move without changing their path or orbital. And
that is structure
orbital,
as given by Bohr. That is a Bohr's model you are saying. I'm saying about electronic configuration for Bohr. Given by Bohr.
So the distribution of electrons is defined by the equation 2n square.
One, not that. First and the foremost, what you are telling, Ayush, is the maximum number of electrons which a shell can have. Okay, Ayush. So write down. Very nice, but you remember these points. Write down. Rule number 1. The maximum number of electrons which can revolve in a particular shell is given by the formula 2n square. This you know, everyone knows. Okay. Next. After this. As soon as a shell contains, or you know very well what is n? N is nothing but shell number. Now tell me, how many electrons can be there in the first shell?
2.
2.
2. How to?
Because
2n square formula,
the
K shell 2, L shell 8, M shell is equal to how much?
18.
See that? Using the formula 2n square, K shell, n is equal to 1, given by the formula 2n square. Maximum number of electrons can be 2. L shell, second shell, maximum number of electrons can be 8. Now for M shell, what is n equal to?
3.
So what's the answer? 2 into n
18.
square, 2, 3 square. That's nothing but equal to 18. And then n is equal to 4. 2 into
32.
4 square equal to 32. Then afterwards, next, n is equal to 5. 2 into 5 square equal to how much? 50. 50. So write down. First shell can have a maximum of 2 electrons. Second shell can have a maximum of 8 electrons. Third shell can have a maximum of 18 electrons. Fourth shell can have a maximum of 32 electrons. And fifth shell can have a maximum of 50 electrons. Written. Speed is okay, or am I fast?
Sir, can you go slow?
Speed is okay.
Sir, bit slowly.
Okay. Can you go to the next part? Can you go to the next page?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So
Next one. Wait, is it? Abdul?
Yes, sir, finished.
Finished. Okay. Next. Next one, write down. Rule number 2. As soon as a shell contains 8 electrons, the next shell starts filling up. As soon as a shell contains 8 electrons, the next shell starts filling up. Rule number 3. The outermost shell cannot have more than 2 electrons unless the penultimate shell is completely filled. Penultimate means inner shell. Write down these 3 rules. Written? Got it. Now let's go to the applications. Applications, let us go. Go into the applications part. Start. You can put on the chat box yes or no. Karke. Yes. Yes. Hydrogen. 1. Helium. 2. After helium, lithium. 2, 1. Because electronic configuration will be based upon atomic number. Electronic configuration will be based upon atomic number and not mass number. So now, after lithium, we have got next one, beryllium, boron, carbon. Write the electronic configurations. Beryllium, boron. Yes. Atomic number 4, atomic number 5, atomic number 6. Yes, Ayush. Next one. 2,
2,
2.
2, comma.
Next. 2,
2, 3,
3, 2,
2, 4.
4. Okay. Done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Done. Now, next one. Till carbon, we are done. Nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, add the sodium, magnesium. Atomic numbers 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, write the electronic configurations fast. Don't think that I'm going to just do only few of them. I want to finish up till atomic number 30 today. Yes, electronic configuration 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8. What is the main point I told you? As soon as a shell contains 8 electrons, the next shell starts filling up. I give you that point or not?
Yes.
So after this, the next shells will start filling up. So I will write down here 2, 8, 1, 2, 8, 2. What is rule number 3 I gave you? What is rule number 3 I gave you?
The outer cannot have
Yes.
more than 2 elements.
Yes, the outermost shell cannot have more than 2 electrons unless the inner shell is filled completely. This is penultimate shell. Now it is having 2. After magnesium, what is the element? Aluminium. Its atomic number is 13. Should I write here as 2, 9, 2? Or should I write over here as 2, 8, 3? What is the right one?
2, 8, 3.
3.
Why should I write 2, 8, 3?
So because the second shell can only have 8 electrons.
Yes, because the inner shell is completely filled. Therefore, it can have more than 2 electrons. Therefore, this is gone. This is the right electronic configuration for whom? Aluminium. How many of you understood till this part of it? Because I'm going to go for the next one, very important. Got, good. Can I delete this part? Can I delete it? Delete
Yes.
it. After aluminium, what is the next element we have? After aluminium?
Silicon.
Yes. Silicon. After silicon?
Phosphorus.
Yes. After phosphorus?
Sulfur.
Yes. After sulfur?
Chlorine.
Chlorine.
Argon.
After chlorine?
Argon.
Argon. After argon?
Potassium.
Okay. Atomic number? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. So now, what is the electronic configuration here? 2, 8, 4, 2, 8, 5, 2, 8, 6, 2, 8, 7, 2, 8, 8. And after this, as soon as the shell contains 8 electrons, the next shell starts filling up. Therefore, what will be the electronic configuration? 2, 8, 8, 1. Please write down. Got it written? Next, after this, calcium. Out of this, write down calcium. Can I go for the next page?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, write down. We have next calcium. After calcium, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese. Atomic number.
20.
This one.
So 20.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Sir,
And
what is V again?
pardon?
Sir, V.
V is vanadium. Vanadium.
Okay.
Cr, chromium. Manganese. Yes. Answer. Abdul. Ayush.
Yes, sir. 2, 8, 8, 2.
2.
Next.
2, 8, 8.
8, 9, 1, 2.
9, 2. Because maximum 2, 8, 18, and 32. I said outermost shell cannot have more than 2 electrons unless the inner shell is filled. Therefore, in scandium, the electrons go to the inner shell. They will get filled up. Titanium, 2, 8, 10, 2, 2, 8, 11, 2. What should this be? 2, 8, 12, 2, but it is 13, 1. Reason will be done when we do electronic configuration in detail. 2, 8, 13, 1. Then after that, 2, 8, 13. After manganese, iron, 26 atomic number. 2, 8, 14, 2. Okay. Then after iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, and zinc. Here, 27, 28, 29, 30, 2, 8, 15, 2, 2, 8, 16, 2. This is 2, 8, 18, 1. And the last one, 2, 8, 18, 2. Again, a discrepancy. In this part, there is a discrepancy. In this part, discrepancy, this will be doing only when we do atomic structure in detail, then we can. This is very important. Nobody teaches this part. And I don't know. Abdul was very correct in giving me the answer there for chromium. Sorry, not for chromium, for scandium. Abdul, have you studied this before? Or Ayush told me the answer? Who told me the answer? Scandium answer, who told me? Yeah?
Sir, I told you.
Pardon? You told you. You told Ayush.
Sir, like we learned in the rules. So
Good, good, good. If you have done it, very good, very good. In your school, they taught you.
no, sir. Like now the rules we learned, right?
Acha, good, 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 very good. You know, because what happens is many students don't remember these things, and if these things have been taught to you and then told, it's very good. Good, you got good teachers. All of you got it. This is all about electronic configuration. You know what is valence shell and other things. Okay, what is valence shell? Valence electrons, valency. I think you all know it. I think I have got a very good set of students who know many things, and I think I can easily go into the next levels, etc. very easily with this batch. A wonderful batch, okay, etc. Now, can I have a small idea about valency chart? Positive radicals. What are those? Positive radicals. Valency 1. Potassium,
It's a
K
K
plus. Sodium, Na
Na+.
plus. Lithium, Li plus. Hydrogen, H plus and H minus also. But I'm taking here cation only. Ammonium, NH4 plus. Then cuprous, Cu plus. Okay. Next, argentus, Ag plus. Mercurous, hygrium, Hg plus. Aurus, gold. How many of you know these things? See, it is just a quick recap of what you have done, such that it becomes easy for me to go ahead with the next portions. How many of you know this well? Rehan, you know it?
Yes, sir.
Prithviraj, I hope you know it. Prithviraj?
Yes, sir.
Sriram?
Yes, sir.
Rakshit? Good. Next. Divalent species. Calcium. What is it?
Ta2 plus.
Tier 2 plus. Magnesium. Mg2
Mg.
plus. Zinc.
Zn2 plus.
Barium.
Ba2 plus.
Da2 plus. Nickel. Ni2 plus. Cobalt.
CO2 plus.
Uranium.
UR2 plus.
No, not UR. U only. U only.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Done. Variable valency part. Cupric. CO2 plus. Argentic. Ag2 plus. Mercuric. Hg2 plus. Ferrous. Fe2 plus. Plumbous. Pb2 plus. Stannous. Sn2 plus. Platinous. Pt2 plus. Manganous. Mn2 plus. I hope you know all these also.
Yes.
Good. Next. So from next class onwards, I can easily go for the next level easily. That is, I'll go for law of conservation of mass and other things, Dalton's theory, etc. Now, valency 3, aluminium, Al3 plus, chromium, Cr3 plus, ferric, Fe3 plus, auric, Au3 plus. I hope all of you know anions. I ask a question. Phosphate formula.
P4. Oh, P,
Huh?
sorry. PO4.
What? Charge. Write on. Phosphate, PO4, 3 minus. So can we have a quick recall about anions? Or forget about this part. I don't want this one. I want to go for anions now. Anions. Fluoride, chloride, bromide, Cl it is. Iodide, hydroxide, bisulfide, bicarbonate, bisulfide, bisulfate, and chloride. How many of you know all these things? Cl minus. Please write down bisulfide, bisulfate, etc. Next, some more. Chlorate, hypochlorite, perchlorate, nitrite, nitrate, sorry, nitrate, by mistake this has come. I'll change it out, etc. 1 minute. There's a small mistake just taken place here. This one is NO3 minus. Permanganate, MnO4 minus. 1 minute. MnO4 minus. Please write it down. MnO4 minus. Aluminate, zincate. Write down. Zincate is there. Zincate. Zincate is xenon O2 2 minus. Zincate. This is anions. How many of you know chlorate? perchlorate, hypochlorite, etc. How many of you know it? How many of you know it, students? Know it? Now, this is about etc. Now, can I go ahead with the next page?
Yes, sir.
Divalent species: sulfate, sulfite, sulfide, oxide, carbonate, chromate, dichromate, silicate, zincate, and plumbate. Yes. Please write down at least zincate, silicate, etc. Okay. Next. We're almost done with the whole thing. Now come to the next one. Peroxide, O2 minus. I hope you know these. Trivalent, fast. Phosphate, nitride, phosphite. Please note. These are all about the trivalent species, etc. So with this, these parts are over. My question to you right now. Write the formula of aluminium nitride. Write the formula of aluminium nitride. What is the formula of aluminium nitride? Aluminium, what is the formula? Al 3 plus. Nitride, how much? N3 minus. So what will be the formula? Al.
N.
Don't say cross multiplication. Don't go for cross multiplication, which has been taught. That is not a concept. That is only a method to do it faster. Any salt which contains a cation and an anion should be neutral salt or should be charged particle. Any salt should be neutral in charge or should have negative charge or positive charge. What should be the case?
Neutral.
Neutral. So the total positive charge should be equal to total negative charge. That's the concept here. Write down sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate. What is the symbol for sodium?
Na plus.
Sulfate.
SO4 2 minus.
So what should be the formula?
Na2SO4.
Why Na2SO4?
So because SO4 requires 2 electrons, so sodium can...
No, don't say 2 electrons. SO4 is 2 minus. So to neutralize, I require 1 Na plus and one more Na plus.
Yes, sir.
So that is why. To neutralize the total charge, most of the books, they write like this: Na plus, SO4 2 minus, and they write 1 valency, 2 valency, cross multiply. This is not a concept at all, students. This is a method. The concept is total positive charge should be equal to total negative charge. Please note down. The total positive charge should be equal to total negative charge. That is what is writing a formula. Last one. Ferric sulfate. Right now. Ferric sulfate. What will be the formula? What is the formula for ferric sulfate? Fast ones. Ferric sulfate. Ferric.
Fe plus.
Sulfate.
SO4 2 minus.
2 minus. So if I want to make them neutral, what do? I multiply this with 2 and I multiply this with 3. Then what will happen? The total negative charge will be equal to total positive charge. Therefore, Fe2SO4 whole thrice. Please go for the concept, students, and don't go for the type saying cross multiplications, etc., which is not a concept. Okay. Done. We stop the class here, students. I hope it was useful to all of you. I hope a small recall only was there, not a full one. Now we'll slowly, if you see now, slowly we are getting into the concepts part. Okay. So let's have one more class tomorrow and let's see. Thank you, students. Thank you, Neha, Ayush, Abdul Salam, Rihan. Rihan, well participated. Abdul, well participated. Ayush, well participated. I want more participation from you, Neha. Okay. Remember one thing. Just say right or wrong, no problem. What is going to happen if you say wrong? Nothing. Our life will not get spoiled and you will not be marked as a bad student or a good student just because you answer. Everything depends upon the final day. And the final day is your entrance examinations or board examinations or whatever it is. That is where. Because nowadays, see, today, now I'm taking, I think so, most probably the 9th class or so, 9th hour. I've been having classes right from 6:30 in the morning in my college in Hyderabad. And I know that we are doing also for IIT Advanced nowadays. When we're doing questions for IIT Advanced, it's of a very different level altogether to think, etc. And I want that my students should be thinking properly rather than accepting what I say. Will you argue or will you not argue? I am telling you to argue with me. Ayush, argue करना चाहिए. फर्क ये होना चाहिए कि भाई किस तरीके से आर्ग्यू करते हैं, रेस्पेक्ट के साथ. That's all, nothing else. Argument should be there. If you are strong with your concept and you feel this is right, you should put forward your ideas. And then only we'll know where you are going wrong and we can rectify you. Okay.